our big ocean is the Christmas land, Germany. There, the wonderful toy makers work all the year round, making Christmas dolls and wooden animals and airships and more trains than you could run. And the glass blowers are busy making dainty glass balls of all the rainbow colors to trim the Christmas tree. And from the Christmas land comes the story about little Peter, who lived down the edge of the black forest. Every day, Peter went a mile into the forest to carry a pail of warm coffee and a loaf of black bread to his father, who was the village woodchopper. In the winter, it was a long, cold journey, but Peter didn't mind. Hadn't he the little fir tree to meet and pass the time of day with each trip? It was the tiniest and the straightest and the most beautifully pointed tree in the whole forest. At least so Peter thought. It was summertime when Peter first spied the little tree and laid his hand on its little green branches as he whispered, "You are fine enough to be a Christmas tree. Just keep on growing, and I'll cut you down and take you home and hang pretty things on your branches when Christmas comes." The fir tree must have heard, for it kept right on working hard at growing. Why, it was 2 inches higher when winter came. Peter had been working too, and he had gone without butter on his bread to earn the money with which to buy frosted gingerbread, toys, and silver balls, and a wooden doll for Gretchen, his sister. Then, the week before Christmas, he cut down the tree and stood it up in the corner of the kitchen, and he jingled the silver coins in his pocket. "Just wait a little tree," he said, "and the night before Christmas you shall be trimmed with toys from top to toe." But alas, that very day, Peter's father cut his foot with his axe and had to take to his bed, and before the end of the week, there were none of Peter's precious coins left, which were to buy the gifts for the tree. But Peter didn't lose courage. "There shall be popcorn strings. I will make them today," said Peter. But it was such a busy day for Peter. It was very late in the afternoon when he started across the field to the house of his friend Hans to borrow a few ears of popcorn with which to make the chains for the little fir tree. On his way, he found a little rabbit with its foot caught in a trap. Peter's fingers were very stiff and cold, but he knelt down on the snow and untied the knots which held the little rabbit. And as he worked, the twilight of Christmas Eve fell upon forest and field. The shadows drew near, and a beautiful star beamed out in the sky. As the grateful rabbit leaped all free and happy, Peter looked up. Why, it was too late for the popcorn. He would never be able to find his way through the dark, so all he could do was to go home. Everyone in the house had gone to sleep. There, in the corner, untrimmed and bare, stood the little fir tree. Peter put his hand softly on its green branches and said, "Poor little fir tree, why, you're all covered with cobwebs because I didn't have time to even dust you off. I'm so sorry." Then, when all the world was sleeping, even little Peter, the Christ child, came walking from out the forest. Every Christmas Eve he came to peer in through all the windows and lift with his soft little hands the door latches of the good children. When he came to Peter's house and saw the little fir tree covered with gray cobwebs, he felt so sorry for poor little Peter. He touched the cobwebs with his fingers, and they turned every one to pure gold. In glittering splendor stood the little tree, draped from root to crown in a lacework of shimmering, shining gold thread. And ever since then, children, we always trim our Christmas trees with threads of gold and silver tinsel in memory of Peter's little fir tree with its gray cobwebs, which the Christ child turned to gold.